Hello, hello, hello. It is Happy Motivational Thursday. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. It's been a minute, and I thank you guys for those that are tuning in for being faithful as I continue to help you on your journey to home ownership or selling a home. My name is Jolanda, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about earnest money. What's earnest money got to do with it? What's due diligence got to do with it in my Tina Turner voice? What's earnest money got to do with it? So today we're going to talk about that. But before we get into it, my name is Jolanda Alfred. I'm a real estate agent, and I'm here specifically for first time home buyers, but definitely if you're looking to sell, I will be happy to help. Please like, subscribe, and share if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. Thank you for your time. Today, our motivational quote is, I'm pretty sure you may have heard it before, but I just want to share it anyway, and it's because I know it to be true. Write the vision and make it plain. Habakkuk 2 and 2. Write the vision and make it plain. I mean, there's no other way to put it. If there's anything, that you aspire to do, especially by this being a real estate and financing channel, if you want to start a business, if you want to purchase your first home, if you want to fix your credit, it is definitely a process. It's a journey. But just write it down. Write down what you're going to do, okay? And put some prayer behind it, okay? I'm a strong believer, whatever your belief is. I'm Christian, and I know that if you put prayer behind anything, it will come to pass, okay? But, whatever it is, do your business plan, start saving. Speak to an expert that can help guide you in different ways you can budget and save. But definitely, whatever it is, write it down, okay? That's our motivational quote for today, for Thursday. But let's get into it. We're talking about what is earnest money, okay? You can Google what earnest money is, and Wikipedia, I'm just going to read to you what Wikipedia says. Earnest money is a specific form of security deposit made in some major transactions such as real estate, or required by some official procurement process to demonstrate that an applicant is serious, and that means serious, and willing to demonstrate an earnest of good faith. Okay? I hope you heard that, good faith, about wanting to complete the transaction. So that's what Wikipedia defines earnest money as. So, and I'm just going to break down earnest money is basically your deposit to purchase a home. Think of it as kind of like your security deposit if you're renting a home. So you may put down your security deposit in good faith that you're going to keep the house in the same condition that it was once you leave, that it was when you first purchased it. And so, if you don't, then a lot of times your landlord may keep your security deposit, right? For damages. And it's the same thing when you're purchasing a home. You have earnest money, okay? And most people, because we're in a seller's market, a multiple offer, their sellers are receiving multiple offers. So right now, earnest money speaks volume. The less money the seller has to put up is speaking volumes, okay? So in earnest money, it used to be like $500. Now $1,000 can kind of be standard, but right now you have people putting thousands of thousands, two, three, four, $5,000 in down for earnest money. Okay, so when it's earnest money, so basically when you, and I may have spoke about this in my previous video, when you are pre-approved, we submit your pre-approval letter or your proof of funds letter if you're paying all cash, and then we will submit your contract. And in your contract, which is which pretty much all of this makes up your offer of whatever amount you decide you want to purchase the house for. You want to bid, if it's $200,000, you may want to bid $210 if you want to go over. But whatever it is for the contract, we're going to include your earnest money. Okay. So if you want to give $1,000, in 3 to 5 days or whatever we put in the contract, which is more common. You're going to write a check for that amount, and that money will be held with a title company or an attorney. Okay, so you're like, where is that money going? It's going to be set aside until the closing date, and it'll go towards your closing costs. Okay, which is that's another fee that I'll talk about in another video once I break down like the other fees the major fees that you may have to pay, like your down payment and closing costs. But most of it is negotiable. Okay, so we're going to talk about, but today, for the sake of this video, we're talking about earnest money. So, earnest money will be held in the event that you breach the contract as a buyer. If for any reason you're not able to, your finances is kicked out or whatever way you breach the contract where you back out of the contract, then that money the seller will have. And you say, well, why will the money go to them? Because, well, think about it. They accepted your offer to purchase the home, which meant that any other offers they received, they were declining because you were under contract with them to purchase their home. And so it may be 20 days later when you decide to back out. And so then they have that money, to help cover their mortgage or whatever, but for damages basically to cover them since they were not able to market their property. But so earnest money is a big deal. It does speak volume. If you're looking at an offer that may have $500, like earnest money / security deposit, or are you going to go with one that has maybe 2,000 earnest money? So it's going to tell them your willingness and eagerness to buy their home and how financial secure you are in them trusting your offer. Okay, and so that's pretty much a synopsis of what earnest money is. You also have, we're going to talk about due diligence. Okay, that's the second thing I'm going to mention is due diligence. So what is due diligence? Due diligence is pretty much, it's a time period that we put in the contract. Usually it can be 3 to 10 days, more commonly 8 days. I've seen the most. It includes, this is the time that you have to really do a thorough inspection to investigate the house to make sure this is what you want before you back out of the deal, and you're able to get back to the same place with receiving your earnest money back. So say it's a home inspection. You get your home inspection done to make sure there's no termite damage, any plumbing, anything major that you find that you don't want to, proceed with buying this home. You can do that. You can get your surveys. If you're thinking about putting a fence up, you want to know the boundaries, lines of the property. You can investigate the HOA, make sure there aren't any restrictions that may go against your use that you're planning to have for this home, if you want to rent it or if it's a certain way you want it to look, things you want to add on to the property. So you want to do your due diligence to kind of investigate and work with your realtor or real estate agent to kind of help you get all the information about the house, the taxes, all of that. Okay, so we're in a multiple offer situation now. It's a seller's market, so people are getting multiple offers. I'm not saying just 2 or 3. I mean like 10, 20, 30. Some properties, okay. And I know you've probably heard this right now based on the market, because it's not a secret. It's definitely very competitive right now. Okay, so it just means that you have to properly plan, like we said. Write the vision, make it plain. Time to plan, save, so that you can put more so into purchasing your home, and not having to really rely on the other resources like down payment assistance and asking the seller for closing costs, because they're getting cash offers. They're not, in some cases they're not even having to pay closing costs. So it's really a demanding market right now for sellers. So I just want to say Look, don't get weary. If you work with a real estate agent or you need one, please feel free to reach out. I'm here to help you if you have any questions. But this was just a quick thing we talked about. This is me just concluding earnest money and due diligence. And I thank you for tuning in. Remember, I'm your home girl. I'm your friend. I will literally help you buy and sell your home. Have a great weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Bye bye.